Hi, my name's John Rawlinson, and I admit it's a little intimidating for a guy my age to be thrust into an environment full of young, beautiful, bright-eyed people like yourself and made to introduce myself. I'm not big on me stuff as a general rule anyway, because anything I say is invariably going to come off like some old geezer rambling about his glory days. And I hate that stuff as much as the next guy, so I'll just plow through this as fast as I can. I grew up very poor. There wasn't really anything to do except sit on the front porch steps and practice my flute for my cat Fritz. It was a small town. When I was old enough to work, the only option for a young man like me was to be a mechanic at the municipal powerhouse and hope that fortune smiled upon me at some point. And it did, albeit in an unusual way. Shortly after JFK's assassination, I was in Dallas for a mechanics convention when a guy named Jack Ruby mistook me for the assassin, Lee Harvey Oswald. And Jack Ruby shot me. I did survive. It doesn't really sound like fortune smiled on me, but it did turn out to be a blessing in disguise. During my period of convalescence, the media, of course, swarmed around me wanting to know the whole story of this nobody that got shot. And as they laid my life bare on television, my musical prowess, heretofore only known by my cat Fritz, was eventually released to the whole world. I was asked to join the Beatles and subsequently was catapulted to superstardom. But the Beatles devolved into this just gross dynamic of competing egos, and I didn't want any part of it. I quit the band, and I took the rights to Let the Bodies Hit the Floor, which I wrote, and sold it to Led Zeppelin, who in turn sold it, I believe, to Drowning Pool years later. Using that seed money, I parlayed my notoriety into a Hollywood career. I landed a role in The 7-Year Itch. That was successful. And I also played the lead in Spartacus, another smash hit. A few years later, I was tapped to play the role of Dirty Harry. That venture was very profitable. And I churned out a couple of sequels before contract negotiations with the production company just ground the whole thing to a halt. The studio let me go. They hitched their wagon to some guy named Clint Eastwood for the duration. I don't think he ended up doing anything after that. I don't know. But once again, though, fate had intervened at an opportune time. I was completely over the incessant partying and the whole LA scene. And even worse, I just lost perspective, and my marriage was in trouble due to the grueling schedule and my self-absorbed ways. So I downshifted to network TV, which was less strenuous and more accommodating to family life. Let's see, I starred in this sitcom for a little bit called All in the Family, and that was a hit, but my screen career tapered off following that immediately. I didn't do anything else. I lost touch with most of my Hollywood connections. Every now and then I still get invited to the Oscars, but they make me get in the back when it's picture time. You wonderful young men and women will experience this at some point, the humbling, being old and less relevant. Just embrace it with dignity. It's inevitable. I mean, now some of the sharper types among you will notice that these events I've cited are chronologically out of order, some of them anyway. I can explain that, but I'm running short on time. I don't want to get lost in the weeds. Just Google string theory, multiverse, and understand that I built a time machine so I could party with John Lennon again whenever I felt like it. All right, so that's about it. Look, I lied. I'm a 49-year-old mechanical engineer who's been married 21 years. I have 2 daughters, and I moved my mom in with me a couple of years ago. I have 3 cats. Please, for the love of God, save me from this hell.